It's twerking time. She-Hulk has been released, and oddly, on a weekend. Entry-level Wolverine is wowing the masses. What's all the hubbub, bub? And we're getting season 3'd by JazzInc and their possible '67, '68 Batmobile. Articulating more points than the new Hono Spider-Man. It's time for points of articulation. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Points of Articulation. Let me bring in this beautiful panel. I am excited to have these guys. They're veterans of the show, which is great. We have 𝗛cie 𝗧cie How are you doing today, my friend?
Doing very well. Thank you for the invite.
Awesome. S-Beam, how's your weekend been? You good?
Pretty good. I mean, worked most of it, but yeah, it's been pretty good so far. So can't complain.
Oh, and well, yeah, work. I did that too today. I worked all day, which sucks. But you got to do what you got to do, right? Got to make the money for the figures, baby. And then we have Figurecraft Philly, one of my favorite photographers out there, doing some incredible stuff. How are you tonight?
I'm great, buddy. Thanks for having me again. And just for the sake of the show, since we're all veterans, I'll pretend I'm a newbie, so I'll mess up here and there. So just for you.
There is no messing up. Like let's just we'll let everything happen naturally. And then last but not least, you know him, you love him, my man, brother Cousins. How is it going tonight?
What's up with you? How's everyone doing, man? Thank you so much for the invite. This is fun. I love this show. So yeah, let's do it. Let's bring it on. Let's get started.
All right. So the first thing I want to do, like I have to do because I love these guys, I want to give a shout out to my channel members: Lewis Lebitz, Commander Green, 6-Scale Shiro, The Bro Collector, 1/6 Syndicate, 𝗑𝗫𝗎 and Preston Hoskins. If you guys want to become join and become a member, I think it's right here somewhere. You can hit the join button. You'll help me. Mainly, I use any of that to buy supplies to make all these cases and do some really cool stuff, like hopefully releasing this week the video for the platform. So it's that one's been a long time in the making. And with this show, a little quick rundown. We're going to do 3 rounds. When a panelist gets a point, you will hear this. And when they lose a point, you will hear this. Points are totally based on me and whatever I want at that time. I'm just kidding. Got to make good. If you make a good point, whether it's for or against something, it doesn't matter. It's a good point. It's a good point, and you get a point. And here is what we will see in between rounds: the points of articulation scoreboard. I wish I could have them, the points and the sounds all done up. But limitations with the system. But let's get into our first topic. This week has been full of toy news and releases. Yes. So much so that Hot Toys had the rare weekend release of She-Hulk. What are your thoughts on the figure and why the weekend release, Henry?
Figure looks amazing. It looks really nice. It's too bad the show got a lot of flack. But the thing that I like about this, I think it opens the door for them to make like a Hulk 2.0 with like seamless body. That would be like a dream come true. So that's why I was trying to get that Hulk, but I'm gonna hold out and hoping that we get a second one, just because that figure gives me hope. So we'll have to see. But this is a nice figure. I haven't seen it. I don't have it in hand, but I know it's gonna be a nice figure. So can't wait to see it.
Yeah. What about you, S-Beam? What are your thoughts on this? And do you have any ideas about this weekend release? Because I've never seen anything like that.
Oh, I think it's been a very long time since we got a Saturday release, but the figure itself looks great. It looks exactly like they advertised to us. I know people are saying that they wanted rooted hair, but you know this looks good even with the sculpted hair. I will say that looking through some of these blogger photos, though, that she's got some design flaws that will make her posability kind of like that picture right there. If you look down right at the bottom of that thigh, there's a booty cheek hanging out. But
I see. Yeah, I see
that.
what you're talking about.
Unfortunately, I see that.
That's
make it
a
look
good
awkward.
catch.
There's there's that. Unfortunately, she's only able to pose in certain aspects and angles. So,
what about you, Philly? What do you think?
I love it. It looks great. Yeah, it does have flaws, but you know, posability has always been limited with any Hulk figure, and this is just the same as a Hulk. And I love the representation of the character. I love my Marvel characters. That's what I'll look for, regardless of the TV show or the movie or the film.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it. I can't wait to get it, and I'm excited.
Yeah, that all great points, brother cousins. Is this coming? This is not a Tim Cent, is it? Is it a Tim Cent? Nah, it's not a Tim Cent.
Dude, this is a Tim Cent. This is
shit.
This is a Timmy Cent. I want this right away.
Okay.
I'm not sure when. I'm not sure. I'm actually stalking his page to see when he drops it. 9 times out of 10, it'll probably be late night for us, for all us East Coast guys.
Gotcha.
But yeah, as soon as it goes up, this will be purchased and will be coming home because it's a female Hulk figure. So that's why I was like, it's very interesting. And then the size of her and everything, it's going to be really interesting. And yeah, this is definitely, I love the sculpt. I think they did an excellent job on it. It does have some design flaws, but for the most part, I'm excited about it. I really am. I think we all pretty much know the show wasn't the best, but there were some good moments in that show. Enough to where you can definitely bring this, you can bring this home. And then if you're not even, you can, like, as Leo says, this is something that you can actually separate from the show because she has deep roots in the comics. So you could definitely put her in your Marvel display and have a lot of fun with her. And then the thing is, you got it. And like looking at some of these pictures, I kind of forgot that she's big. She's a big figure. She's a Hulk.
Yeah,
so it's going to be very
tall.
tall. So it's going to be interesting to put her in there, like next to the Hulk, and and create my own storylines and stuff with it. So it's going to be. I just think it's going to be all around a fun figure. She is lacking accessories, but you get a Hulk. You know what I'm saying? She don't need much. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, so this figure, I think the figure turned out great, and the show, I was all in up until a point, and then because I love comedies and I love like fourth wall breaking, like the way it ended was a little rough, but I'll have to do what Lael said and try to go for a second watch, and see what happens. So, and all right, so now let's move along. Hono. Hot Toys' entry-level 1/6 scale studio has announced their newest figure from Marvel Comics with the symbiote suit Spider-Man modeled after Secret Wars. Some people have not been happy with the way the suit looks. Is that a legitimate gripe for an entry-level figure, S-Beam?
I don't feel like it is. I mean, it is 100% an entry-level figure. You're not expecting, Hot Toys quality. They're not boasting that. I think it looks good for what it is. I think the body could have been a little bit bigger if you're trying to match the comic book, but I think it looks fine for what it is. I mean, Hono just put out their movie, so time will tell how good their figures actually are.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, we've got one figure out. Let's see how they roll. Philly, what are your thoughts on this Spider-Man?
It looks great. I mean, the representation from comics to real life is very difficult to kind of go through it. And I think they did a semi-good job with it. You get the interchangeable eyes, the bendable web.
Yeah.
The only thing I have a gripe for is the spider is a little too clean. And also he usually has some
Okay.
kind of a blue glimmer. I mean, you can see in the comic behind that. There's
Oh,
some
yeah.
blue glimmer with it.
That's
So maybe something like a darker, kind of like this one, but you know, the Spidey over here, make it a little darker, but give us that blue glimmer. I mean, I know it's black, and like I said, the representation is a little tough, but for me, it looks good. I mean, I like it, but I am a little upset though because I just got the one from the game, and it's similar to this, but it's different representations. You got a comic entry level one, and then you have the video game on the other one, but it's the same thing. It's just, you know, upset about that.
I was thinking the same thing. Like they just came out with the video game one, and now they're doing this one, which is supposed to release at the end of the year. Like these Hanos, they were pretty much on schedule with that Wolverine. Jay, these bendable web strings, why is it coming out in Hano and not in regular Hot Toys?
And
What are
that's
your thoughts on this?
and that's weird. Because the one thing I don't like about the Hot Toys Spider-Man figures is the webs. I think the webs, they need to update that and do something with those. The fact that we get bendable webs with this one, I mean, great. Can we get this on all the Spider-Man figures? But I think they gave it to this one because at the end of the day, it doesn't come with a lot. So I guess they wanted to bring in a feature to make it worth everybody's while. Now, I love the figure. I think it's great for them, especially for Hano, and I think a lot of people are going to like this. A lot of people were clamoring for this, even when that 𝗔𝗹𝗹 black suit Spider-Man came out. A lot of people was like, "This is as close as the Secret Wars I'm going to get. I'll get it." But then we get this from Secret Wars, so it's a great entry figure. It's something that we can pose the shit out of and have fun with. So I think it's great. My only gripe with it, it's a little pricey. This is a little kind of on the pricey side. I think 175 is a little high. I think they could have brought it down to 150 and these would have sold like hotcakes. But that's my opinion on that.
I would have to agree, considering that Wolverine was 165. Henry, what are your thoughts on this Spider-Man?
I think it's okay. It's not too bad. I think if they're trying to recreate Todd McFarlane's art, I think the body needs to be a bit bulky on the top, maybe. The eyes look good. But as an entry figure, it's not bad. I just wish maybe the suit and the symbol was one piece versus having like something on top, because I feel like if this might peel over time. So that's what I'm worried about. But other than that, like, it's really not that bad. But and also you were talking about the webbing. How come Hot Toys hasn't done it? I'm thinking they're just testing this one out to see the response. That is. So that's why they're going with the cheaper stuff. You know, less complaints, I guess. So they might as well go with that, see the reception from that, and then maybe going forward.
That is a good idea, using Hano as a testing ground for their more expensive figures. I'm excited for this one. McFarlane eyes. I agree with Jay. This definitely should have been 150, and they're suffering from like sideshow-itis, where they think their figures should be Hot Toys prices. But yeah, so
can I add something really quick? Just really quick. One thing we missed, and I missed too, is the potential of the posability. This is all cloth, and if they give us the right underbody that can pose really well, that's gonna take that a long way.
Hell yes. And that's what the only real posable Spider-Man figure has been the homemade suit. Like, you could do anything and not even have to worry about it. This is kind of like that, and I understand why they went with this fabric, because it's supposed to kind of seem wet, because you want that silky shine and have the symbiote. But you're right, Philly. There should be like a blue tinge in there, especially if you look at any of the covers or any of the comics that have this, like the outline has like a blue to it. So yeah, that's all great points. All right, so here's where we're at after 2 rounds. Philly with 12, S-Beam with 9, 1/6 Syndicate, Henry with 10, and Brother Cousins with 12. Man, it's a dead heat here, baby. It's getting hot. And So since we're turning up the heat, we're gonna be doing a buy or sell lightning round.
Ooh.
And we're going to try to go through as many of these buy or sells that I came up with in as quickly as possible. So we might as well just start if I can get my cursor to be in the right spot. All right. Smirking Tony Stark has been released. Buy or sell the new Mark 6 Philly.
Buy. Definitely buy.
Any
I
reason?
mean, look at it. No, look at it. It's
That's a good reason. That's a good reason.
An Avengers representative of the movie, and that's the cool one of the coolest scenes in the beginning. So and then those interchangeable the plates, the inner workings. I mean, they did a lot of research and a lot of R&D with this figure, and we've been waiting this for a long time. We've been waiting for 2.0 for quite a long time. I'd say probably between 6-7 years. So I'm definitely going for it.
Wrong button. Sorry, wrong button. There we go.
I originally,
Jay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was
Sorry.
gonna say, Jay, go for it.
Oh my God. Yeah. Buy the shit out of it. Almost buy two.
Oh.
Is that I mean, almost crazy enough buy from Tim Cent because I need it right now and it costs too much.
That's $1 billion.
It's $1 billion. Yes, a lot of money. But this thing is just calling me, y'all. I'm telling you. I said it on Anthony's stream last night. I actually lost. I actually had to sell my my Mark 6 years ago, the one the predecessor to this a couple years ago, and I felt so bad about it because I sold it for $600 and then got a COVID check. It was right in the heart of COVID. Got a COVID check for exactly $600 like 3 out right after I dropped it off at UPS. I felt like I lost it. So get another bite of the apple and to get this again. Absolutely. And with that gantry, come on, like Philly was saying, the gantry with all the R&D that goes into it, you gotta get it. The first Tony Stark with rolling eyes, come on, even with the cheesy grin, you gotta get it. It's a buy. God damn it, buy it.
Henry, what are you doing?
I'm buying 100%, and that came at the right time, just when I started to get into collecting Iron Man. So this will be coming in the collection. I just don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I know I will be getting it for sure. That's a must. And like Jay said, with the rolling eyes and that head sculpt, yeah, man, it's gonna be dope. Can't wait to get this.
Awesome. S-Beam.
What? Should
buy or sell the Mark 6? Oh shit!
The Mark 7 says yes. Buy the Mark 6 because the Mark 7 said so.
Hell
what?
Yeah. You get an extra point for that. All right, let's move on to the next one. This one is going to be a weird one for everybody because NECA has released some interesting action figures of old TV shows. For example, don't tell anybody, but I want the NECA Golden Girls. So please, I will put a wish list up. If you guys want to send me the Golden Girls, that'd be great. No, I'm kidding. But I do want the Golden Girls. I'm not kidding about that.
I want Angela.
Now they have... Yeah, I know, Angela. Now they have released 𝗪essica Fletcher from Murder, She Wrote. Buy or sell 𝗪essica Fletcher, brother cousins.
Buy.
Oh, shit.
Buy it because it's so unique.
That's a good point.
Oh, it's so unique. And I love Murder, She Wrote. I used to watch it with my aunt back in the day. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. What about you, Henry? Are we buying or selling Murder, She Wrote?
You gotta buy it, right? If you're a fan. I mean, when are you gonna get this figure ever again? You have to get it. So yeah, like that would
NECA,
be a buy.
NECA having dreams come true. What about you, SB? Buying or selling?
Sell, because I'm not a fan.
Right.
But all you other fans, buy
That's
it.
a valid point.
Bring me Gilligan's Island, though. Bring me some Gilligan's Island.
Oh, that is that Nick at night, or actually Nickelodeon during the day, no, in the afternoon. But you, Philly, how you feeling about 𝗪essica Fletcher here?
I'm torn, but here's the thing: if I sell, you're not gonna see more figures like this. If I buy, you got more opportunity. The money goes into the product, and you get be able to see more things. mean, you said Gilligan's Island. You got Three's Company, the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh, dude, Three's Company.
Bewitched.
Damn. Oh, Bewitched too. Oh,
imagine the
You had me
possibility.
on Three's Company. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that
So,
dude,
mini
NECA, if
Joyce
you are
Stewart?
out there, actually, I know the guy.
Yes.
A mini Joyce Stewart. That gets a thing. But I know the guy who created this, and I'm gonna have to talk to him about some Three's Company and some of those other licenses. Yeah, let's
the
do
Wonder Years. Can you imagine the Wonder Years?
Oh my god.
it. All right.
We're talking
see.
about the Golden Girls, right?
Yeah, they did the Golden Girl. Oh, dude.
That deserves 3 points.
No, you are not wrong. Just for that, because I'm gonna tell you, I did a binge of the Golden Girls like a month and a half ago. I watched all the seasons, and I'm like, oh, what is the? I can't believe they're all dead. And then I looked them up, and then the first 3 died a year apart. For me, like 1 year was one, next year, and then the next year, and then Betty White's lasted until she was 99. But yeah, my wife laughs at me. I almost bought some Golden Girls plushes from NECA. That close. But anyway, let's go on to something that's really crazy. How about we shut off the sound? This past week, I learned that there is a scale called human-sized. Human-sized, and it makes sense, especially for those extremely large characters. Queen Studio has announced their human-sized Optimus Prime.
Oh my god!
Buy or sell human-sized Optimus Prime. I think I'm at Henry.
If I have a shitload of money, why not?
Yes, shitload of money wins,
because I know this is not gonna be cheap. Man, yeah, that's crazy huge, man. Yeah, human size. I thought it would be like 24 feet tall or something like that, because I'm thinking it's scaling to us, right?
Yeah, you're talking about one. Yeah, that would be 1-to-1, but they're like, you know what? Let's not be that crazy. We'll just make it 6 feet or around that size. Yeah. But it looks amazing. What about US Beam? Are you buying or selling?
There's not enough disposable income for me to get this. Yeah. One, there's no freaking space. You'd have to keep them outside, or
that's another
right.
There's no space.
That's not for me. Sadness of
whoever gets them though. Kudos to you.
If you're out there and you get this human-sized Prime, you gotta send out pictures. All right. What about you, Philly? I don't know where you would put them in that room.
I love Transformers as much as the next guy, but I get that, and my wife will kill me. So yeah, no, I have the premium.
My wife, yeah.
I know I have the premium, and I think that's good enough for me. It's beautiful. The articulation is great, and the details. Yeah. So yeah, I'm stopping at premium, and that premium is like what, 24 inches or something like that. It looks there. So definitely sell.
Well, Jay, will you be allowed to bring this human-sized Optimus Prime into the house?
Playboy, philanthropist, billionaire, you buy that shit. And that's what it would take for me to bring it home. Oh my God.
Right.
I would love to have this, because you can literally, like, as a filmographer, you can make another Transformers movie with this damn thing. Oh, at least I mean, shoot, I would put them in the back of the yard. I would sell tickets. I would have kids come over. I would charge them, have ice cream with Optimus. I would do that shit. Oh my God. You know what? Crazy. Not right now, but this is retired Jay. This is Jay after he puts
this is retired Jay.
He puts the kid in college. This is retirement plan for Jay. Absolutely.
I like your thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do. At least you'll be able to possibly have your own shed just in case you get kicked out of the house, and then you can hang out with Optimus in the shed.
Oh yeah.
But continuing on the Transformers kick, we're gonna go from human size to itty bitty bitty bitty. Threezero has announced the MDLX Jazz from the animated series, as voiced by one of my favorites, Scatman Crothers. Yes. He's got the shining Are we are we buying or selling this MDLX Jazz S-Beam?
For fans of this, definitely buy, because it looks pretty badass. MDLX actually, from what I've heard, I've not through experience, is actually a pretty good product. So 𝗬ero, what from what I hear, is actually nails it with these guys. So.
Yep, I agree. What about you, Philly?
Yeah, I would definitely buy. I'm a big fan of the MDLX, but I have mostly premium, which is the bigger one. But the only MDLX I have is the Optimus Prime Jetstream or Jetfire. And that figure is beautiful, well built, engineered, and so many details. So I expect nothing less from these figures. Yep. Oh yeah. It's the Jetfire and the Optimus combined. You take the parts and you put them together.
Oh, and, okay. Yeah. I need that.
In fact,
but
here, let me show you real quick since we're flexing.
I want to do this pose right here. That's what I want.
Yes.
That, and I love how either his fingers can move or they give him like the peace sign, because that's awesome. Like look at these already in the set, and they're the small ones, so you can say, "Oh shit, hold on, let me make."
Since we're flexing, you know, I might as well just throw this one in.
Oh, you got the all right. This is the one from the movie.
Damn,
nice.
Damn. Oh man.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then doesn't it come apart, and then like the Jetfire is an old man, right?
It's two figures. So most of the parts you take them apart and then you use it to combine this, and then you end up with one like the torso. But yeah, it's two figures.
You're already flexing with that hat, Philly. I don't know what you're talking
I know.
For real? That's nice.
I was about to say
Ravager
this
Philly.
What is it? Heroes and Villains?
I'm on Friday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, what do you mean? The company Heroes and Villains?
Mm-hmm. You're talking about the hat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of their stuff. So yeah, I'm with you with Heroes and Villains. Actually, let me try to move this back. I lost track. Was Philly the last one on this? Who did I start? S-Beam. I started with S-Beam. Jay.
Yes.
Are you gonna get the Scat Man?
Oh man, this is a buy. There was a time I was crazy about Transformers. I haven't collected Transformers in some years, but for the people that are, this is a definite buy. And you know, this may bring me back in, because this is a good scale and a good line for me. So looks good, man.
Henry.
Yeah.
What do you think, man?
That's a buy. Actually, when I was a kid, Jazz was like one of the first Transformers I had. So if I could get all of them, I would definitely do that. And the scale is right, like Jay said. I don't see why not. It's a really nice
$80, man. That's it. $80.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, the thing is, the reason why Threezero isn't doing any like transformable Transformers is because Takara and Hasbro are the only ones that can sell the transformable ones. The other ones are third parties, you know, or bootlegs and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, I think I might have to jump in to the to this MDLX line real quick. Stat Boy is out there. The human size Optimus Prime is only 7 feet tall and can fit indoors with an edition size of 99 and priced a bit over $4,100. Thank you, Pedro Stat Boy. That's a nice little nugget there about that Optimus Prime.
If I
All
may,
right.
If
Yeah,
you're
go
going
ahead.
to use that avatar, you got to start every comment with 𝗪cie 𝗪𝗪.
No, not me.
Well, Pedro's got it. He's gonna do it.
Wait, is that what his thing is? Hold on,
that's
let me see.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's her. Oh, thank God I'm not her father.
Agreed.
She's already She's already made $100 million in merchandise.
Probably.
Yeah,
It's all bootleg
Like this
merchandise.
race.
Come on, it's all
Everywhere.
bootleg merchandise.
Sure
Nobody's
of it.
giving her like licensing on that,
She's well known as much as Superman, the logo.
right? It was like one day this video came out, the next day like I follow a 3D printing for beginners group on Facebook. The next day people are like, check out my signs, and they like, I just printed this overnight, and I'm like, holy shit, you guys are making merch for this already.
Merch, there's music remixes, there's everything.
Yeah.
All
right, so moving on. Wolverine, the first Hono figure is now in hand. Buy or sell the Hono Wolverine, Philly.
Buy to the power of 2. Get me myself 2. One for, keep it in the box. The other one for display. But yeah, it looks beautiful. Great, beautiful.
Wait. What do you mean keep it in the box? Explain that. What, are we an inbox 1/6 scale collector? What's going on here?
No, to appreciate it, because it's just, this is a this is one of the first comic. You know how long we've been asking for a comic inspired Hot Toys? It's been at least 15 years for me. I was like, okay, give us X-Men. So when anytime, the deal, anytime you see a first edition of something, you want to keep it mid condition and keep it an extra side, just in case you bring the value back up. But
just in case when you're dead and your family is trying to sell it on the secondary market, they can say, this is Hono, the entry level Hot Toys. No, Philly.
And I do tend to
take it out of the box.
I do tend to rough up my figures. I'm a little rough on my figures.
Okay, all right. You get that one back because you do want to have that spare, just in case those. Listen, I understand these silicone arms.
Yeah,
you lose them. That's it. You're done. Yeah. So you've earned it back. But in box, come on, it's 1/6 scale. Yeah. I get on I find the people that I know you want to keep a mint. You want to keep a mint box, and then there's people that want to buy a mint shipper. By the way, if you want to buy a box fetish T-shirt, you can buy them here at Pop Culture Living Room. It is the shipper boxes with the term box fetish underneath them. So thank you for the plug there, Philly. You earn a point for that. But yeah, Jay, are we buying or selling the Hono?
Man, I think I'm with Philly. I may be getting 2. I have one coming from Sideshow already. It was on. Actually, no, I won't be able to get it because it was on Toy Buying Agent for a great price, and it seems to be sold out right now as I look at it. So a lot of people are jumping on this, but I feel Philly because this is the first Hono. And you want to kind of, you kind of want to have, I can understand having that extra one and, supporting that box fetish. There you go. Another plug. Absolutely. Get that shirt, get that merch. But yeah, it's a great, from what I'm saying, it's a great figure. It looks great. Our good friend Dan from 6 Scale Reviews put up a review for it today, and it looks fantastic. I mean, for the price is right. It's Wolverine. If you got this 𝗖𝗀 and I had them too. The 𝗖𝗀 and Rogue, this fits right in. And what I love about him, he's a short fuck. So it's great. It's really Wolverine. So I really love it. Yeah, get this.
Hold on, I gotta give you
if I may add real quick, boots are not an accessory.
They're not.
He got you. He got you. There we go. There we go.
Thank you, Phil.
But while we're while we're talking about it, I might as well. Let's see. All right. Grab your box fetish T-shirt. This is what the T-shirt looks like. That QR code actually works, and it'll send you to my YouTube channel if they print it clearly. But those bastards don't always print it clearly. But yeah. It'll be in the link below at some point. I just don't know when. I don't like to turn on any monetization while we're doing live streams. I think I hate when like I'm getting like an ad when I get when I'm joining a live stream. Anyway, so we were at Jay. Henry, what are your thoughts on this Hono?
I'm waiting for them to ship mine. I did already order it. Yeah. So
right.
the only thing is like I'm I'm pretty much gonna get all the Hono figures. I'm just gonna make a whole shelf just for the comic things. I came to a conclusion with that. That's what's gonna happen because they've been hitting everything out the park. But that Wolverine looks nice, man. I haven't seen it yet in front of me, but from pictures that I've seen, he's amazing looking, man. So can't wait to have it.
And S-Beam, right? You didn't start it. I think Philly started. All right, S-Beam, what are you?
Yeah, 100% buy Wolverine. I already got him on order. Just gotta get that last shipping notice from Sideshow. So yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that Sideshow has been delayed. I think it's more Hot Toys, but you know, what are you gonna do? All right, and our next and final buy or sell. Neytiri was released. Buy or sell Neytiri. Henry. No, wait. We did Philly. Jay.
Oh, this is a hard
You
one.
can see how much I put into this one.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not a fan of the Avatar movies, so
you know what? For a while, I was like, "F those blue cats." I was saying that. And then I saw this on cable recently, and I saw this on Max. I got a brand new, nice TV, and put it on Max, and loved this movie. I really liked this one. It actually made me like the first one, which I didn't care for the first one that much, but for some reason this one just
you get a point for that.
It just hit me. I really liked it. Now the thing of it is with this figure, it's beautiful. That head sculpt looks good. You get the rolling eyes with it. The only thing that kills me is those damn exposed joints. It just makes it look like, sorry to say, it looks like a NECA figure for the price. But honestly, there's no other way they could have did this, because the way the characters are built, you couldn't use silicone or anything like that. With the joints popping out and tearing, would have been a whole mess. So I do understand why they went like this. So this is what I'm going to say to wrap it up. 6 months from now, if I go to my comic store like after the holidays and they say, hey, we have the Avatar figures and we're giving you a deal, both 500 or something for both, I'd buy it. That's how I would get it, because I do think these have major grail potential, because that's how grails are built. Really, people don't pay no attention. It's a short run. They like, I'm not going to get it. I'm not into it. Next thing you know, boom, when it's gone, shoots up in value.
Yeah.
So who knows when we're going to get the next Avatar movie? What, 20 years from now? So
hopefully never, because they're ripping off. They are ripping off Avatar: The Last Airbender. They did Earth for movie 1. They're doing water for this one. They're going to do fire for the next one. And then they told Avatar: The Last Airbender that you can't just have the name Avatar. You have to add The Last Airbender to it. So screw you, James Cameron, and your boring movie. I'm sorry. Did I say that? Oh, I'm just waking up. I blacked out for a second. Henry, what are you doing with this one?
That's gonna be a pass for me, unfortunately. But I understand why they don't have the seamless bodies. I understand why. But I just feel like that's what's really missing from this figure. Every time I look at it, that's what I see the most. It's just all the seams stick out. Yeah. Again, I understand why they didn't do it. I mean, to put that kind of investment on this figure, I know that's gonna be crazy, but it's like Jay said, if you're a fan, you have this and like a really, really good price for both. I would say jump on it, but other than that, not for me. Just not for me. Movie's good. I like the movie, just not getting the figures.
S-Beam.
It's sell for me. Not into the movies as much as other people are, but if you're a fan, I still think it looks good. If you missed out on any other figures from the first film, then jump on it as what you can, because it'll be a while before you see these guys again.
You are so right. Philly.
Yeah, I agree. Are you? What's that?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
I totally agree with my man Jay. I saw the movie and it hit me pretty hard because it's a family movie. Jay and I we're family men, so it was a beautiful film. I love this figure. It looks great. I mean, yeah, the exposed joints, but these figures mostly are in action poses, and they tend to hide the joints. So, you know, it's beautifully crafted. It's gorgeous, but I'm gonna admire from afar, and I'll pass because it has potential for a grail, but it's not my collection, unfortunately.
Family move. I'm a family man. I would call myself a family man.
That's why I said you should watch the second film. You should watch the second film.
I will watch the second film.
It's
Like the first one. The first one I fell asleep in at the movie theater. So it was like
this is a family film.
I did too.
Yeah.
And then Unobtainium. Stat Boy says the size of these figures would have been perfect for seamless silicone, rooted hair, and yes, you can body paint on silicone. However, there would be a minimum of 1,000 and require aftercare. Great. Great facts there, Pedro. Yeah. Pedro, contact me through Instagram. I'm gonna send you a Points of Articulation t-shirt. Just go to my Instagram and give me your information, and we'll get you a Points of Articulation t-shirt, which I've had made. So yeah. And for being such a great stat boy, I'm loving this. I'm loving having the stat boy. And this whole setup. So we are 2 rounds down, and it is still damn close. Philly in the lead, S-Beam with 30, Henry with 30, and Jay with 33. Like, damn, you guys are just killing it. Let's real quick, you know what? One thing I haven't done, let's real quick say hi to the people. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks, I'll have commercials for the commercial breaks. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I promise you. Bob Dylan is in the house. Ren's Talentino, my dude. 1-6 Delight. Ooh. And the stat boy, Pedro Lopez. Yes. MB Dyson. How are you doing? Saw you earlier. Winman 42. What is going on? Commander Green channel member, my dude. And let's see. Of course, hashtag Tim Scentwash for earlier. Ghetto Yoda coming from Wildwood, New Jersey, baby. Enjoy the beach, my friend. We'll have to get together because I know you're nearby. Wait, Pedro's like Matlock. I forgot about Matlock.
Yeah, definitely gotta do Matlock.
𝗶𝗀𝗃𝗃 relics. What's going on? Oh, Scooby-Doo and the gang. Yeah, I wonder if they get that license. That'd be pretty cool.
I'm surprised they
Austin Nicholas, welcome, my friend. I am gonna get you on the show one of these days. You mark my words. Mario is his birthday today, or was that yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Okay. Happy birthday, Mario. Yeah. No, I said happy birthday yesterday, so it doesn't have to be belated, or it's from you belated. Okay, cool. Yeah, sometimes it can get awkward in the body while I'm online. Jared Folks, what is going on? I hope you are having a good evening. Aaron collects. What's up, Aaron? God, I might have to get you on. I'm gonna have to get. I'm gonna try to get as many different people on the show as possible. What's up, Anthony? 6-Scale Mafia joining us. Let's see. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. No, Mahler. 2745. Loving the show today, gents. Awesome. And the Dockinator. What is up, my dude? All right, now let's get down to the showdown. In the future, this is where we'll take the bottom 2 scores, knock them out, and then the top 2 guys will be marked down to 0, and then there's 2 more questions to go. But we're not going to do that for a while. I want this show to get going. We're not that big. We're not that big. But I think the next topic, I'm kind of interested in the next topic. It has been revealed that several characters from Rogue One are confirmed to be in the 2nd season of Andor, including K2SO, Saw Gerrera, and Director Krennic, and I believe possibly Jyn Erso, but I don't know how that would happen. Hot Toys did not announce any figures for season 1. Will we see figures from Andor season 2, considering how easy it would be to reissue some older figures under a different label? Brother Cousins.
Absolutely. And I think this is exactly what they're going to do. I think we didn't get any figures. We didn't get any figures from the first season because I don't think there was. I didn't think they didn't realize how great. It's funny as it sounds. I don't think they realized how great the show was and how beloved that show came to be. So now that they're doing season 2 and they're actually bringing more stuff over from Rogue One, this gives us a potential to get 2.0 characters such as this guy right here, Director Krennic. Imagine Director Krennic with rolling eyes the whole 9. Yes, yes, and more yes. A Cassian Andor, finally? Yes, 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 and more. So yeah, Saw Gerrera, that's another missed opportunity. They can give us that as well.
Yeah, Saw Gerrera, baby.
And if we look at what they have done with the Ahsoka show, I think they're really, depending on how it looks like they putting a lot of work in this show. I really think they're gonna go in on this. Mothma, they can go so many directions with this and really go down and give us a big line, because once again we are in that era where there's not a lot of stuff still coming out because of the writer strikes. So they want to really, and they have to sell toys. That's the thing. So they're definitely going to strike when the iron is hot. And you know what? They can give us a K2SO. I mean, why not? They can just, I mean, they already gave us pretty much the Enforcer droid. There you go, KX Enforcer droid. They can just go ahead and give us another. They can just go ahead and give us another K2SO and keep that moving. And if they have Jyn Erso in it, come on, that's going to be crazy. So. Yeah,
Henry, how you feeling about possibilities with this Andor season 2?
I think Hot Toys are gonna jump on this because they missed out on season 1. I do think that they didn't believe this show was gonna do well. I think that's why they kind of stayed back, and I think they kind of regret that. Yeah, I do believe that. But that's a good opportunity because I'm pretty sure they'll be making figures from season 1 even.
You think?
Oh hell yeah. You'll get it sooner or later. Hot Toy is gonna do it, man. Trust me. You're gonna get every figure from everything when it comes to Star Wars. Seriously.
Okay.
You're not stopping. Yeah.
S Beam, what are your thoughts?
It's cool to hear that some of the Rogue One cast might be in season 2. I'm pretty sure Hot Toys could take advantage of some 2.0s or stuff they've already done. And I don't want to go down this road, but I don't think we'll get the figures that we want from Andor. I think they'll just redo what they can, and I don't think we'll get anything new. I think that's just how they feel about Andor themselves. Unless they're pushed by somebody higher to do it, I don't think we'll see what we want to see.
So no, like, rolling eyes Krennic. No.
Oh, possibly because they have the mold already. So why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But that's about all we'll see. We'll see the stuff we've already seen.
Philly, what are your thoughts?
I think we all live those 80s and 90s times where, basically TV shows were toy commercials. And here we are in our 30s and 40s, and here we are again. These are toy commercials. And what happened with Andor season 1, it was Disney and Hot Toys that didn't feel confident in the show enough to do figures. But now, because the show did great, and we love that show, Disney didn't learn a lesson. We love Rogue One. That's one of the most favorite Star Wars films you can ever love. So these are characters from that film. We never got, all the figures. So I think they're going to learn their lesson. I think they're going to go and go deep, and, they're seeing how good Ahsoka is doing. They have 12, 13 figures in that line. They might go probably 4 or 5 figures with this season. So I'm excited.
I hope so. Like, I want a second shot at Krennic. He's kind of high right now. I mean, you could get him if you wait long enough. You can get him at a good. But like K2SO and Krennic, those are 2 figures from Rogue One that I need. Like, I need them in my collection. All right, so now we're down to the final topic, and we're going to talk about JazzInc is looking to do a reissue. Oh, strike that. Yost says he does not do reissues. JazzInc is looking to do another version of the 66 Batmobile, but this time it's almost the sexy number in 68 or 67, you know, the 67 or 68 Batman. If it was the 69, it would have been such a great intro for this, but thanks for screwing me, Batman and Yost. Is this the best way to give collectors a second chance for things that are no longer available, Henry?
I really wish he went the reissue route with this. Just because if you're not a fan of the show, you're not even really gonna realize that they changed the car. So it's one of these things where you're like, yeah, I kind of wish he reissued it versus doing that model. And the first one is actually the more popular model anyway. So
yeah, and I agree with you. I'm an owner of the other one, and I'm fine with like if there's such demand for it, I wouldn't want to have Yost sit back and not make that money for his for his thing. What about you, S-Beam? How do you feel about this doing like a reissue, not reissue type deal?
Well, the fact that I think it'd be smart to do reissues, in my opinion. I mean, unless he destroyed the molds, but then that's on him. But it's smart sometimes just to do reissues when you know you're going to make money on it. Go ahead and do a reissue. Hot Toys does it.
Exactly.
But I understand the work that would have to go behind a reissue as well. But if they're just going to redesign the 66, that's cool. I mean, and I'm sure people will buy that too. But reissues aren't as bad as some. He leads on, but I understand why he doesn't.
I was gonna. Jeff says I think it is the 69. I had to look it up on Wikipedia, the seasons of Batman, unless it's for the movie, and the movie happened in 69. But I believe the third season was like 67, 68, which
it was canceled. 68.
Yeah, I wish it was a 69. I'm such a child. Philly, what are your thoughts on doing a reissue, non-reissue?
A bit conflicted, but I'm not. I don't gatekeep. Okay. If people missed out on the 67, by all means, Yost should be able to give him opportunity. He is one of the most loyal, collectors that I know. That he's loyal to the fans, and he's trying to do the best of both worlds. So you got to respect that, and I love the man for that. So he's trying to kind of please to everybody as much as he can. But if he would make a reissue, but I learned this the hard way because I had a question for him. I asked him, I think it was in Lael's stream where I used the word reissue and he got really upset. So I was like, okay, never use that word. It's a trigger word for Yost, and I will be talking to him soon. So I got to make sure I make a note of that.
Yeah, but, make sure, because go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish your thought.
No, I mean, he is very loyal to the customers, and he does the best to kind of accommodate everybody because, he had the BVS Batmobile done twice, but it was different variations, slightly small, different variations. So I respect that, so I'm kind of here and there. It doesn't matter for me. I own the 67, so I'm good with that.
What about you, Jay? I know you did a video with Anthony, but let's hear it again.
No, man, absolutely. One thing I love about Yost is he's a collector. He's a businessman, of course. He's a collector first. And I think that's why he has not only he makes great products, but I think he has a fandom. I think JazzInc has a fandom that's attached to it.
Yeah, very true.
And it's not only just great marketing, it's grassroots marketing because he has a loyal fan base and he honors that fan base. And I think this is a happy medium to give people that missed out on it or that wasn't aware of the 66. That gives them another bite at the apple. Meanwhile, given all of us that do have and that were early adopters and that have been riding with JazzInc from the beginning, it keeps our stuff in. It keeps it a grail for us, and I think that's just brilliant. It's brilliant business all the way around. It keeps his loyal fan base collectors happy, and it brings in new customers. So it's just smart.
That's a good point.
It's just smart business, and it just really shows that he's a collector first. And I mean, maybe he will come to the day where he does reissues and stuff like that. But right now, because he is still a very young company, I think it's good. I think he's going going about it the right way with that. So yeah, I mean, look, just take for instance, what's his name? My good friend, Benjamin E. Green just got the Falcon cockpit, and Yost told him, "You have the official very last Falcon cockpit," and that's something to feel good about because it's like, whoa, this is the last one. So that's just like an extra for a collector. That's just an extra little nice touch to know that you have that. So yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm weird when it comes to like reissues and stuff because I do like having the feeling of having the exclusivity of being one of the few that have it, but I also don't have. I know that nobody in my life or in my circle in real life and not online, they don't give a shit about any of this stuff. And I could show them this thing and they'll be like, "Wow, that's cool." Like my brother came over yesterday. He was like, "That's cool." I'm like, "No, you don't understand. You don't understand. This is this and this is this and I have Anakin. He's got dark side. You know what that means? You don't know what that means." So, but I get it. I get the collect. I have no qualms or quarrels with anybody who likes the exclusivity. Personally, I don't. It doesn't bother me because the only person I'm impressing is myself. Really, right? Because there's nobody that really cares.
Personally, though, I do think the 66. Hate to cut you off, but I do think the 66 that we have, in my opinion, look better than this. I love the red pen strip.
It's what I know. Well, it's what we know. That's the original. That's what we know. But I will say, there are going to be people that are going to buy both. Like this one, it's different enough, and you could be like, or they could be like Hasbro and take the same figure, put it in a different package, and have a different like card, and it's like. You don't change the price of the first one because most people are going to want the first one in the other card, but the second one's still collectible and still whatever. So like in this case, he could just make a whole different box, and people are like, "Oh, I got box 2."
I know these are early designs, but if you look at this one right here in a matte black, that will look actually pretty sick.
That will look dope.
It does look pretty good.
Yeah.
So he's on to something. He knows what he's doing.
I pre-ordered the animated, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Stat Boy, my personal opinion, number the first batch, then keep the rest coming as the market demands. At this point, Batman is evergreen, and it would be a mistake to stop making the product. Thanks. Dude, that's a great idea. Like, have a limited run of, like, you do the first, like, month of pre-orders, because usually it's, like, the first day, you get a lot of the pre-orders, but yeah, make a numbered for the beginning, and then and then have a different box and a different couple of accessories so that it's not the same as the numbered edition, and you get a plaque and all that stuff. That's a great idea, Pedro. All right, that's exactly what it is. All right, so here we are. It looks like Philly has taken the crown. Philly,
all right.
Congratulations. You now have 30 seconds to talk about anything you want except your channel, because we're going to do a whole channel talk after, get everybody's thoughts. So if you want to talk about, family, if you want to talk about your collection or anything, Go for it. You have 30 seconds, my friend.
Okay, anything except for my channel. Let's see here. Comic-Con's coming up, and I do live in San Diego, and
Nice.
Deadpool and Wolverine is coming up that same week, so I am stoked. I'm excited. I'm gonna be hanging out with my buddy Calvin. We'll be watching the movie and going to the convention.
Lucky.
Nice.
Yeah, so I know all the hot spots in San Diego, all the eateries. I already kind of gave him a small little preview before. We went to this homemade cookie shop, and he loved it. These cookies were freshly baked, wonderful treat to have. And obviously all the local bars, all the restaurants, and Comic-Con, man, baby. I know we're not gonna have Sideshow there. I know we're gonna, all the big people are kind of gone, but I did go last year, and it was fun. It was fun. It wasn't as as crazy as it usually is. So I do envy my guys. All the fellows that are going to the Comic-Con in New York. That's going to be the shit.
I'll be there at least for
I
Thursday.
know.
Anybody? Are you going? You going?
I'm not going, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, I'm gonna try to make it. We'll try to do like a whole thing, and maybe we'll get everybody to come out next year.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get us all on screen here.
Yep.
But yeah, all right, yeah. Go if you're going to Comic-Con, please go hang out with Philly and Calvin. Do not get pineapple on your pizza. Calvin's not in here, but today we were last week he sent me a picture of him eating pineapple pizza because we had a discussion about it on a stream, and then today I found a meme that said the least favorite topic of each state for their pizza, and it was pineapple across the board except Hawaii, which was mushroom. But yeah, no pineapple on the pizza. I know. Listen, a Greek invented it, but I shun him. Anyway, Henry, my dude, what is going on I was gonna say your channel, but you have the Instagram and you're on a bunch of streams. Let us know what's
just
going on.
Instagram. That's it. And I'm pretty sure I will be on their show on Wednesday. And that's about it for this week. Yeah.
All right. How about you, SB? What's going on?
Live tomorrow with Collector's Figure. We'll be talking about all the stuff that's dropped this last week. And then I got some more merch up. So when you get a chance, go check it out. It's awesome.
Nice.
Designed by Blue and myself. So
I'm gonna have to check that. Definitely.
It's
guys,
cool.
go check that out, man.
It's
Go check that out.
it's another needs to be 6-scale shirt. So we redesigned the logo. So
nice.
Go check it out.
Yeah, we'll have to check those out. And I will be on that show tomorrow, so you better go. Brother Cousins, what's going on your channel?
Well, thank you so much for having me. This is always fun. This is great. This is just a great show, Costa. I mean, I really love it. I really enjoy this. But what I got going on, She-Hulk, when it comes in, yes, that will be unboxing. I did a live unboxing of the Mace Windu yesterday. Good Morning Grails is back. At least for that show. So go and check that out. We also did a review for our Anakin, Padawan Anakin. So that, and I'm also doing like a collection retrospective of the Attack of the Clones line. So we're going to be going through all those figures in the Attack of the Clones line, and just talking about the line as a whole. Now that pretty much all those figures are out. And yeah, that's about it. Me and Mama Cousins will be coming back this week to do at some point, but it is going to be this week to do the part 2, the Beatles conversation, her perspective on the Beatles, Storytime with Mama Cousins. That's coming back. Absolutely. So yeah, that's about it with me. And if anything drops, we get any crazy thing. If that damn 40th anniversary Vader drops, I don't care if it's at 4:00 in the morning, we are going live. So
it better not drop anytime soon.
I hope not. I really hope not, because
I hope
Homer said, my pockets hurt. I mean, they really do.
I know. Yeah. Philly, the wonderful photographer. What is going on your channel?
I just dropped the Spider-Man blue and red suit video. It's not a review because I'm not as good as Jay, because he's a wonderful, reviewer, and I look up to him, and he's amazing. But I'm gonna do something a little bit different, more kind of like a diorama build with the figure. And the Spider-Man is my first one, so go check it out. I build an actual practical web using craft wire, and I would say it looks pretty impressive. So if you want to do something like that, if it's something like you're interested in, check it out. Subscribe, and then the whole project cost me under $25. So it's definitely something to do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks
for having me, buddy. It's always a pleasure.
Man.
Thank you.
I love having you guys on. Philly, spectacular stuff. If you ever do one of those, what do you do? The
figure picks and chill. Yeah. We do a live stream, and we do an actual photography beginning to end, and then we post the photography together. And the guest will pick the character. So you will be the next guest, Costa, and you can pick whatever character I have in my collection.
You have all of them. What are you talking about? Like you have it.
I know.
You have every character behind you. At least
be a hard choice.
You have every JazzInc vehicle, don't you? Almost.
Batman.
Batman.
No
Okay.
Star Wars. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, thank you guys all for just coming on. I do love doing this. I love how quick paced it is. We probably could have been out of here at 45 minutes, but I really wanted to go through a lot more of those buy or sells. If you want to become a member of the channel and help assist with building more stuff, and if you want, you can contact me and tell me if there's something you want. You have an idea of a build that you want to see, and see if we can put it together. The join buttons over here, merch, there'll be merch, box fetish, blah blah blah. The platform video, it's this thing right here. Let me see if I can, this little thing. All right. This thing where my Lego bonsai is on. It's the platform, and I've been talking about it forever, but I ran into some problems, so I had to reshoot some stuff. So yeah, we're doing all that stuff, and I will be on S-Beam's show tomorrow, Brother Cousins on Thursday, Layel on Sunday, and then Saturday and Sunday my own shows. Oh my God, my daughter was right. I am doing almost a show every day. She goes, "You're doing another one?" And I'm like, "What do you mean am I doing another one? I only do 2 a week." She goes, "You do it every day, Dad." And I'm like, "Yeah, I just figured out I do it every day." But thank my panel. Thank you guys in the chat for being there every week. I love you guys. Pedro, get a hold of me so we can get you that Points of Articulation t-shirt. And you guys have a good night.